Hi, y'all. I know it's been a while. I was going to try to do this new moon Tarotscope on, oh, I don't know, new moon, but things got in the way. I've got a new job. I'm working a day job now, and I'm still doing the magazine, which is really behind. I should get the print magazines. I just got an update. They should be here Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll get everything in the mail as fast as possible. So, we're going to talk about Tarotscopes. And if you stick around, I'm going to be doing another live chat where I'm going to talk a little bit about this, the topic of cliques. It's been going around YouTube within the tarot community in particular. And I really want to talk about it a little bit. I'm trying to see the comments here because apparently, oh wait, sorry, I was going into a rant. We're going to be using. Learn a subject or skill shush, half the time. Shush, Jim. Shush. I want you to write down. Goodness. Skip. Sorry about that. Um, so let me see if I can see where y'all are talking to me. Okay, I've got the comments up. So if somebody can just say, hey, I'd appreciate it. That way I know y'all are here. We're going to be reading with, I got a review copy and I'm writing a review for the magazine. Hope's Heart Tarot. That's Hope as in the name Hope, and her heart. Hope's Heart Tarot. And this is by Joan Kristen Hogan. I think it's Hogan's Haugan. There's a link for you already to go and look. And it comes in a gorgeous bag. And I mean, really, really nice velvet and nice interior, well made. Full strings. Um, and the other deck is kind of a companion. It came with this one called Odin's Runes. Now, this is an interesting deck. It's got very simple runes and images to kind of help you understand what the runes are. Hope's Heart is a round deck. It has an interesting system where it's got any way you turn it. Oh wait, are we going to focus? I don't know if it'll focus on my nails because they are really ugly right now. So it's got everywhere you turn it. It has something. Okay. I haven't shuffled it or anything like that. I find round decks hard to shuffle. I think a lot of us do. So I was going to do a flip through of it, and then I decided just to do this. So I'm just going to kind of shuffle while I'm talking. First, how was your June? Comment, chat with each other, let me know. And have you gotten any new tarot decks? Anything you love? I got the Herb Crafters. Oh, and my L Key Oracle is out. And then my Field Guide to Dragons, or to Garden Dragons, is coming out probably within another month or so. And it's art by Stanley Morrison. Stan is a routine artist in the 78 Tarot group, so you've probably seen some of his work. Uh, Adorable. El Key is by Melanie Delon. She is from, she's French. I believe she lives in Paris. I don't know if she's from Paris, but that's where she lives. Nobody has said anything to me. Oh, I'm so sad. Or the comments aren't working. So we're going to, one of the things I do when I shuffle is I will just lay out 3, maybe 4 different stacks. And that's what I'm doing right now. This is just an easy way for me to shuffle because I'm not trying to manipulate the cards. I still have a hurt thumb. Some of y'all know I kind of banged the snot out of it about a month and a half ago. Still hurts. So shuffling is not on Arwen's list. Let's look at the book also. Joan sent me a book. This is a fiction book. She's got, there's 4 in the series so far. And it's rodeo stars and tarot cards. So it seems like a lot of fun. I haven't read it yet. I really haven't had a lot of time. So, it's kind of a pain. But, it's what it is. I probably should have shuffled these cards first. Oh, sorry, had an itch in my nose. See that? Yeah, snuck myself. Dang it. I haven't been doing a lot of videos. I energy, interest, a lot of that. But recently, I've had more interest, and I've gotten some great decks to show off. I've got a couple of Cheryl and Darcy decks. I've got a deck by Jackie Lovesy called White Hair Wisdom, and I've kind of played with that a little bit, not a lot. Dudes, nobody's commenting. I know some of you are there. It's just people here. Oh, I'm one of them. But I put a note up on Facebook, so folks will be joining us. And but let's see what we get. I did this for the month of June, kind of the new moon period, and I failed to go back and look and see what I said. And I've slept since then, yeah. So yeah, I don't remember that. Um, but let's see how mixed up we are first. Let me just look at it. And these cards are they're pretty nice quality. Um, Moon, the World, Four Swords. Okay, so they're not really well done yet. Wow, somebody needs to timestamp when I actually get to the dang Tarotscope, so you don't have to go through all this stuff of me trying to make up time. But I'm not making up time. I'm gonna make some videos. I want to make a makeup. I want to make one on key magic. I want to do one on, like I said, the different decks that I have. And I'm going to be doing one on how to create a spread. Kind of thinking maybe I'll do that one as a class. If y'all could, let me know in the comments whether you think that'd be a lot of fun. I will charge for it, $5-10, something like that. Be about an hour, maybe two. Really depends on how much talking we get into. And you'll have to do a little homework before you come. There'll be a little something you need to grab before you do the class. Super easy, I promise. Um, but yeah, I have this idea of teaching, of doing some Zoom classes. And I don't know if are there enough teachers out there? I mean, is there enough information? Do y'all need more? I don't know. I watch some people and they teach, and I have a real problem with monotone. So if somebody is speaking in a very monotone voice, even if the subject is very interesting to me, I'm not able to engage. I don't follow it very well, and I kind of tune out. I don't know if that's other people do that or if it's just me, but oh, not really loving it. So I think this second round through should give us a fairly well mixed up deck. The first time I did 3 groups, second time I did 4 groups. So it's just a different way to shuffle, and yeah. So let's leap in. Let's start off with Aquarius. I like to start at the beginning. And actually, Aries is the beginning if you're doing it traditionally. But I'm Pisces, so I like to start with Aquarius because I get my sun sooner. We're going to be reading an oracle. Oracle is going to come out of the runes. And we'll just see how this is going on. Oh, look. Hangouts on Air is live, and Hangouts on Air is going away, y'all. We have to try something called YouTube webcam. Guess I'll try that, right? Um, so, Aquarius. These are your Tarotscopes for the new moon period from July to August. So, July 2nd to August, probably, no, it may actually be, we may have 2 new moons this month. Hang on, let's ask Echo. Computer, when is the next new moon?
The next new moon will be on July 31st, 2019 at 9:12 p.m.
I was right.
Other customers have also asked,
okay, that's enough.
The last new moon?
Cancel.
Would you like to know the answer?
No. She's very helpful. So, let's take a look at Aquarius. And Aquarius, you get, one joke. Lesson learned is the way I pulled it up. Let me first show you the card. The way I pulled it was this, lesson learned. So that's a really, really good thing for us, Aquarius. And I say us because I am Aquarius rising. What this means is we're going to have an event, a moment when we realize we've actually learned something. Now, Chiron has also gone retrograde, and it's a really good time to heal wounds and to focus on that. So, most of us have a wound or two that we need to work on. One of mine is abandonment. Even if my husband, who I know loves me, uh, disappears in a store, I've gotten a lot better about it. But before, it would make me almost cry because I was sure he'd gone off and left me, like gotten in the car and left me. And it comes from stuff from way back, like when I was probably 3 is the first time it happened. So it's a wound, right? It's something I need to work on. And wounds and triggers, people, they're not necessarily, you don't necessarily get to tell people, that's a trigger for me, that's a wound for me, and they have to respond to it, right? It's better for us to work on them so we don't have that handle for others to manipulate. And people who love you won't manipulate it, right? But it is something they can manipulate you with. Now, let's look at Aquarius's Tarotscope. We do 3 cards. We do a main card, and then a blessing and a challenge. And I am kind of, I'm holding them in my lap like this and kind of shuffling them. So let's see what Aquarius gets. King of Coins upright, the executive. I love that he's got a bank behind him. Let's see. Got his hand in the money bag. Got that big sturdy building behind him. King of Coins says you're going to be in charge of your own finances. You need to be very aware of what you're doing financially and how that's working for you, okay? And I'm kind of turning these cards just since that's part of this. And we're going to look at this next card and see that we get, lack of faith, bad advice. This is the Hierophant, okay? The blessing is lack of faith and bad advice. Interesting blessing, right? What does that mean? Lack of faith in your own ability to manage money is a blessing. What does that mean? You go out and ask other people for help. You find a King of Coins who can make this happen for you. That would be a way to look at it as a blessing. When you get a card that's reversed, and I am intentionally reading these cards reversed next, I want to see how all the 4 sides work, right? But what does that mean? If you are not a good money manager, then you need to put your faith in somebody else. My honey and I have been having a real struggle about this because even though I've said, yes, you do this, the minute money comes up as an issue, I freak the fuck out. So, again, stuff I have to work on, right? But Aquarius, looks like this is something you may want to work on too. Now, let's see what your challenge is. I can't read it. Looks like it says dimwit. Oh, it does. That's kind of ugly. Page of Swords. So, what does this say? Wait. Obstinate. Huh, no wonder I can't read it. So, being stubborn is a challenge. It means step back from yourself, open up a little more, and up here is really important, right? Because the trust issue, is huge. And obstinacy gets in the way. This is distracted as well. But I think obstinate is a really good word for here. So we've got lack of faith as a blessing and obstinate as a challenge with the King of Coins in the middle. Oh, and I didn't give us a mantra. So I think just looking at all of this is I choose to trust myself. I choose to trust myself. I choose to trust myself because at the heart of it, when you don't trust, it's not another person you're not trusting. It's your own ability to trust. It's your own ability to believe in the fact that you have allies and partners and good things in your life. So, yeah, trying to shuffle again. Whew, I wish I could see this. It's pretty sad. Um, and I am open to comments. If you feel like throwing a comment in, please do. Let's go to Pisces and see what Pisces gets. And I'm shuffling these around. I don't know if you can see that I'm turning. I have to close my eyes because they have stuff on both sides. Um, I understand why decks do that, but it's really frustrating to me um, because I can't draw the line unless I literally do this, which is what I'm doing. Whew. Okay, Pisces. We get canaz. Canaz, that arrow, see the fire there? It means torch. It's the letter K. Knowledge, misinterpret, despair, and awareness. These are all ways, right? Your torch goes out, you light it, you're aware. And I forgot which way I picked it up. I think I picked up despair. So we're going to work with despair. In fact, I know I did because I see that's upside down now. Despair, Pisces. What good does despair do us? Right? Nada. It does us no good. There is nothing good from despair because despair for me is that dark, black, deep hole that I don't feel like I can get out of. I had a real problem with it this spring. Real bad. So how can despair be a mantra? Today, I choose to repair rather than despair. Ooh, it rhymes. Today, I choose to repair rather than despair. Today, I choose to repair rather than despair. And I don't think it's easy. Let me just put that out there. I don't think that's an easy peasy kind of thing. But Chiron, wounded healer, retrograde, healing, yada yada yada. I think it's a theme. Let's look at what we get for Pisces. Okay. No, I'm not looking up because of these, but I feel like if I look down, they shuffle less. Okay, cut them and swirl them. Pisces gets King of Cups and upright. Let's see. The Gentleman. So the King of Cups is I don't know. The Gentleman is upright, the Coward is beneath. I don't think Coward is the opposite of King of Cups, but this is this deck's interpretation, so we're working with this deck. The King of Cups, however, is a secret keeper. He's the emotional guy you can trust and hang on to and give to. He's also yourself. It may be calling you to be a King of Cups and be nurturing, be supportive, be those things that Pisces, they do, but sometimes they get overwhelmed and then they don't. Pisces can be an all or nothing sign in a lot of ways. I am a Pisces, so I'm kind of pointing the finger at my nose. Let's see what Pisces gets for their blessing. No resolution. Fear of speaking up. 5 of Swords. As a blessing, this is don't fear speaking up. Put your voice out there. Let others know. Balance the scales and be open. A fear of speaking up is going to lead to no resolution. If you don't speak your mind, things will remain the same. They will not change. Congratulations. If you think you're stuck in a rut and you don't want to talk about it, then yes, you're in a rut and you're going to stay there. Right? You got to move out of it and you've got to communicate. Sadly, people are not mind readers. Even psychics cannot read everybody's mind. That would be such a pain in the ass. Just trust me. I don't want to know what people are thinking. Now, here is the swirl, swirl, swirl. Here is the challenge card. Ah, so which is it? Shrinking back or trust the process? Surrender, believe in yourself. I like that as a combination. I'm going to leave it kind of in between there. I think by believing in yourself and trusting the process, you can learn to surrender. You can learn to give up those things you can't control. Dudes, what is that I say a lot? Yes, whoever said hula hoop. You can only control what's in your own hula hoop. Stop wasting your energy trying to control what's not in your hula hoop. You know, you can't. I'm preaching to myself right now. So let me tuck these cards away. And when I say that, what I do is I pick the deck up and I just bury the cards back in at random places. Now, we're going to look at Aries next and see what Aries gets. And Aries, your rune, your oracle for the week is there. Mission. Perfect. I couldn't read it. And it is tenaz. Again, that's what Pisces just got, but Aries gets a different side of it. It gets misinterpret. That's a pretty normal thing right now during Mercury retrograde. Being misinterpreted, being misunderstood, thinking you've said something so clearly it's impossible to misunderstand. And they still misinterpret it. They still hear it wrong, whatever. You know, they translate it in a way that makes sense to them and it's just wrong. Aries, remember, today I will clarify if I'm misinterpreted. Today I will clarify if I'm misinterpreted. Today I will clarify if I'm misinterpreted. Now, that can be really frustrating, right? Because you have to do it over and over and over again. It's Mercury retrograde. And, sorry, I just realized I've got water all over my reading area. Not good, not good. I need to put, I will use a random envelope. Yes, that is good. But being misinterpreted, interpreted is gonna happen. Clarify, write it down, try to give it to them in different formats. You know, if they don't understand you verbally, write it down. Seriously. If they don't understand the written word, speak it, give it to them in different ways. Now let's see what Aries gets for their turn. It is the Six of Cups, childhood memories, and on the edge of speak your truth. Speak your truth, misinterpret, speak your truth. What the heck? Hold igloos? I don't know. Hold elders accountable. Ah, an interesting view on the Six of Cups. And it is kind of tilted. Inner childhood issues. Oh no, I've got it turned the wrong way. Sorry. Boop, 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 boop. So, speak your truth and childhood memories. Aries, things may bubble up right now, particularly again, Chiron, wounded healer. It's retrograde, so we're seeing some issues healing. Stuff may come up from you, from others. Listen, misinterpretation is not a one-way street. You will misinterpret as much as they will misinterpret. So be very, very clear with communication this week. Very emotional issues. It's a cups card. It's the six. So think about childhood stuff, and if there's anything that needs to be fixed, fix it. What's your blessing? Looks like seeking knowledge. Ah, the hermit. Seeking knowledge, discovering truth. Let me get this again. Focus, focus on the ugly, ugly nails. Okay, they're not ugly. They're just, they don't have pretty polish on them. How's that? I need you to focus. Thank you. Seeking knowledge, discovering truth. So that kind of goes right with all of this misinterpret. Lots of communication stuff for you, Aries. Lots of, you know, listen, say, this is what I think you said. And when they respond and say, no, that's not what I said, get out yourself and listen. Okay? Let's see what your challenge is. Challenge is a reversal of something. The mean miser. Is that the 4? Ah, it's the Queen of Coins. Stingy and rigid. The mean miser. Remember, this is personal stuff, right? So you need to not be stingy and rigid. Don't be stingy in what you say and the opportunity for somebody to reinterpret themselves or to repeat themselves, right? You can't be stingy with that right now. You've got to be open about it. This is your challenge. You're going to want to go, don't want to do this anymore. Okay, you don't want to do it anymore. What bigger bump is that going to lead you down the road? Get out of your own way. Okay? So, Aries, it looks like kind of a difficult period for you in terms of communication. I think if you focus on being open and focus on truly listening to people, you'll be okay. But if you don't, then there's going to be a problem. Okay? I'm just doing a little reshuffle here of the cards because I don't feel like I like to get them better shuffled. And I think that's one of my biggest frustrations about round decks. They're just difficult for me personally to shuffle. So, okay, let's see. I'm hoping I marked this as public. Pretty sure I did, but I'm not. Let's see if anybody's in here. Oh, there's people in here. It's just people being quiet. Fine. From Aries, we go to Taurus. And let's see what Taurus gets. One of my favorite Tauruses is just coming home today from a wonderful weekend she gave herself. She gave herself a weekend away just by herself out in the woods. So hoping it gave her some relaxation. Now, this is Taurus's oracle. Okay, and we're pulling it just like this. And it's Berkana. Woo, toxic. Berkana, the letter B, birch. Berkana. Toxic. You know, we all get toxic folks in our lives. We get people who are just heinous. Heinous fuckers. I'll say it. Today, I have no opportunity for toxic people in my life. Today, I have, oh wait, that's a negative, no opportunity. Today, I refuse admittance to toxic people. Today, I refuse admittance to toxic people. Today, I refuse admittance to toxic people. And just don't put up with it. You know, there are people who are going to want up and tell you how awful things are and bring up every negative thing in the world and, you know, how bad their life is. And oh my God, isn't your life bad too? Jesus, people. Walk away. Walk away. You don't need that, okay? Now, Taurus, let's look and see what you get for your Tarotscopes. And again, put them down, give them a spin, pick them up. Balance. It came up on a, I guess I call it a cross quarter. It's temperance. Harmony and success. Let's get it. And perseverance. Well, Taurus, harmony and success comes from perseverance. I mean, that's kind of easy, right? So, persevere, but look for harmony, look for balance, right? Don't look for all one way or another. Put yourself in a put yourself in the way of balance. Look for it, seek it out, tell it to come to you. Okay. Now here's your blessing. The con artist, trickery and manipulation. Well, these cards don't hold back, do they? The magician reversed. Your blessing is that you're going to be very aware of trickery. You're going to be very aware of people trying to manipulate you. Toxic people, don't have time for them, right? You're looking for harmony and balance. Your blessing is to understand that people who want to use tricks, who want to manipulate you, aren't worth your time. Just yell next and move on. Now, let's see what your challenge is. The Eight of Wands, movement. Actually physically moving, actually getting somewhere and getting something done. Let me pretty spirit horse. It kind of makes it look like um, a carousel horse, but I don't think it is. Those are matches. Movement with an exclamation point, right? They mean that shit. Movement. So what we're talking about here is what's getting in your way of accessing harmony and balance is going to be your own lack of movement, your own I don't want to go there, right? So don't do that to yourself. Get out there, move around, get physically active, and do what you can. And that will help you find that balance and harmony. It almost makes me think of Tai Chi, right? Um, Tai Chi is really gentle. It's really easy. It's not a massively hard thing. You should look up my friend David Birch, Burch, and he has an online on here on YouTube a Tai Chi and Qigong. And I've taken a lesson with him when I lived in Clovis. He's in Clovis, and it was really fabulous. I loved it. I wish I'd gone back more, but I was lazy. I didn't want to. Oh, I don't know. Move. So that's yours to deal with, Taurus. Now let's go look at our friends, the Geminis, and see what Gemini gets. And again, not looking, la la la. And I will be putting this up on Ko-fi so that you can view it on Ko-fi if you like. Ko-fi is just a place where if you want, you can buy me a cup of coffee. So Kofi, I guess they call it coffee. Let's see what Gemini gets here. There's Gemini's card. We're going to turn it 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And it's sideways. Management. And it is Othala management. Management's an interesting word, right? Are you managing yourself? Are you managing others? Are you managing your finances? Are you managing your pets? I have cats. No. But today, I choose to focus on managing myself. Today, I choose to focus on managing myself. Today, I choose to focus on managing myself. And that, my darling Geminis, means get the hell out of other people's drama. Don't do it. Right? I'm fixing to do a video after I finish with this. It's probably going to be a lot of drama. Don't watch it. Right, Geminis are going, right. It's like telling me not to think of vanilla ice cream, Arwen. Thanks. Let's look and see what Gemini gets for their Tarotscope, shall we? Oh, really shallow cut, just one card. So, Gemini, stuck in a rut and transition. Stuck in a rut and transition, kind of in between. Healing and growth and stubbornness. Well, you know what? Sometimes to heal and to grow, you gotta be stubborn. You have to grit your teeth and do it. You know, if you've ever done physical therapy, you have to keep doing it. You have to grit your teeth and get it done. So I think that this next month for you, the healing and growth will come as long as you're stubborn about it, as long as you're demanding of yourself to keep doing it and not stop. Okay? Let's look at your blessing. Remorse, refusal to let go. Judgment, reversed. Your blessing is remorse. Now, interesting blessing, right? We get this deck's proving to me to be a little challenging. And I think it's because it's got direct words and like, look at this, or when you can't go anywhere else. As y'all know, I like to kind of go flew. Remorse as a blessing. What good does remorse do you? If you're not expressing remorse to the person that needs to hear it, it's useless. Useless. If you're just feeling remorseful to yourself, it's kind of self poisoning in a way. Go to that person and say, look, I screwed up. I'm sorry. Healing, stubbornness has something to do with healing. So, whatever it is, think about that. To those of you in New Mexico, wax. Now, let's. Justice. Ah. Now, that is an interesting. Justice is very right away. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they're there. Good find my cough drops. Justice as a challenge means you're not always going to get what you want. It's not always going to end up there. You may express remorse, you may grow, you may heal. The other person may still be like, no, thank you. Thank you. I'm so sad I don't edit these things. Oh, I am sorry. Let's let this cough drop work a bit. But don't expect everybody else to be on the same healing ship you are. Healing isn't for others, it's for yourself. It's not for others, it's for yourself. Okay? That's a real big thing to think about. Because, well, but I want it to be for me. Too bad. I mean, for them. You can't force somebody else to jump on your healing ship and sail off with you. Right? There may be too much damage done. They may have moved on. Their healing may have taken them to a different place. Their healing was for them, not for you. Your healing is for you, not for them. So hold on to that and make it about yourself. Because if you're healing for somebody else, you want to get right for, I want to get right for her, and she'll come back to me. No, she may not. She may have moved on. Or he, whoever. They. So don't don't do it for anybody but you. If you start out with, I'll do this so and so will love me again, you have already lost, honeys. I'm sorry. You've got to do it for yourself. You need to be more important than anything else. So, I know, harsh words, right? Ouch, Arwen. Let's move on to Cancer. Let's see what Cancer gets. Ooh, okay. Right, don't look at the cards, Arwen. Okay. And you get Laguz. Laguz is flow. It says water, yeah. And, oh, Cancer, overthinking. Damn, I need a manicure. Um, Sorry. Overthinking. Overthinking. Overanalyzing. Getting in your head too much. Today, I choose. What is it? I choose to go with the flow. Today, I choose to go with the flow. Today, I choose to go with the flow. So rather than overthinking it, thinking, oh my God, mm-mm. Just go with the flow. Okay? And let's see what Gemini gets. Haha, Cancer gets for their Tarotscope. Put the cards down, turn them around, pick it up. Undisciplined. Woohoo. This is the Page of Wands on the side. Sorry, swallow that. Undisciplined. Unreliable. Uh-oh. This doesn't mean you're undisciplined. It doesn't mean you're unreliable, but it means you could have a tendency towards that this month. So, forewarned is forearmed, right? Pay attention. Get tough with yourself about your to-do list. Write things down. Again, Mercury retrograde, kind of scattered thinking. People may think you're undisciplined because you say you're going to do something and you don't, because you just forgot. All right. Oh, sorry, I'm not a Gemini. Write things down, make notes, create lists, do what it takes, okay? Now let's look at your blessing. Oh, a great blessing. Dare to dream. Reach for the stars. And this is, in fact, the star card. Come on. Okay? Dare to dream. That's your blessing. Let your creative mind go crazy. And undisciplined? Yeah. Dreamers can certainly seem undisciplined because they have a discipline that's something completely different. What they're focused on isn't what the rest of the world's focused on. So, Cancer, you may have a kind of dreamy month, but again, connect to the world because you're going to need that, okay? What's your challenge? Eight of Swords, imprisoned by fear. Oh my God, if I don't do it just right, it won't work. Everybody will hate me. Okay? That's your challenge. Imprisoned by fear, your blessing is dare to dream, and undisciplined is the kind of theme. So, if you give in to fear, you're not gonna dream. You're gonna dream, but you're not gonna like it. I'm sweating, y'all. So I have. Ugh. Um. So you see what I'm saying? You hear me, Cancer? You in there? Let's leap to our Leos and see what our Lions get. Turn the card. Turn the page. Turn the page. Who's saying that? Oh, I can't remember. I want to say Secret. I'm pretty sure that's not right. Okay. Toxic Berkana again. Reversed. Leo, just like Taurus, I believe it was. Today, I have. Today, I choose healthy people. Today, I choose healthy people. Today, I choose healthy people. And y'all know I don't mean like somebody who's ill, right? I just mean people who are toxic. Stay away from them. Let's look at Leo's frescoes. Bloop and turn and bloop. Frozen in fear. Sorry, that's a little loud. It's the star again. Self doubt, frozen in fear. Leo, you rarely express self doubt. I'm not going to say you don't have self doubt. You rarely express self doubt. So, I hope this thing's been flapping up against the microphone all day. I hope y'all can hear me too. I just realized the microphone may be unplugged. Oh, wow. Don't let yourself be frozen in fear. Self doubt is common. Address it, express it, and release it. Now, your blessing is squandered opportunity and overconfident. Huh. And what is this? Page of coins. Money issues. Your blessing is to make sure you're not missing an opportunity when offered. Squandered opportunity. Somebody offers you something, you say, no, no, I don't need that. That's like somebody offering you, you know, a roast beef, and you're like, no, no, I don't need it. And the next day, all your food goes bad, and that's the only food you would have. Right? I mean, it's silly, but that's what we're talking about. So, what is your blessing? The bully commits the unthinkable. The King of Swords. Your challenge is not to be a bully. Your challenge is not to mentally people, right? Don't hammer at them. Let them be their own thing. Focus on you. We've got, and that's also about not bullying yourself. I'll just leave it at that. I got told to shut up, so I'll shut up. I'm so sorry. These cough drops are very small, and I'm talking while I'm trying to suck on them. Okay, let's look at Virgo and see what Virgo gets. In Virgo, you get Munjo, joyful wisdom, rewarding when it is upright. Joyful wisdom, rewarding when. And there's the look on the back. Today, I celebrate my wins. Today, I choose to celebrate my wins. Today, I choose to celebrate my wins. You know, when you do something really good, give yourself a little treat. It doesn't have to be a malt shake. It can be, a York peppermint patty. I'm talking about sugar because that's what I like. But do something nice for yourself, and it doesn't have to be huge, Virgo, but reward yourself. Now, let's look here. What are you doing? It is clickety, clickety, clickety on me. Hang on, guys. So, let's look at what Virgo gets for their scopes. Turn up. King of Wands, the entrepreneur. What is that behind him? Ah, a mountain lion, or a puma, or a cougar, whatever you want to call it. The entrepreneur, the King of Wands. Now, all the kings have shown up in one way or another. Upside down, right side up. We've had all the kings in this deck hang out with us. The King of Wands is the entrepreneur. What are you working on? What's your business focus? Are you doing what you need to, Virgo? Do you need to step it up? Let's see what your blessing is with this entrepreneur. The High Priestess, eternal wisdom. Again, very Rider Waite interpretation. A lot of these are very Rider Waite. Okay? The entrepreneur who pays attention to existing wisdom, internal arcane wisdom, external knowledge, goes a long way. Right? You've got to put yourself to work. The King of Wands is an action. He's an activity. He's a doer. Let's see what your challenge is. Remorse. Refusal to let go. Forgive yourself and move on. If you haven't done stuff, if you haven't been where you need to be, do it. Get there. Okay? Again, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time on remorse. I do that. I don't do Tarotscopes and I'm like, oh, I need to do Tarotscopes. I don't want to do them now because I feel crappy about it. After Virgo, we go to Libra, and let's see what our scaly friends have. Okay, not scaly, scales. And Libra gets withhold, Gebo. Withhold. And I feel like this is an energy thing. Maybe pull back on some of the energy you're putting out right now. Bring it back to yourself. Bring it back and focus on you. Withhold what you need. Not selfish. It's not a bad thing for you to take care of yourself. So today I choose to withhold what I need for me for me. Today I choose to withhold what I need for me for me. Today I choose to withhold what I need for me for me. Inflection always helps, Arwen. Let's see what Libra gets for their Tarotscopes. Personal freedom, self forgiveness. The Hangman reverse. What a great card. Personal freedom, self forgiveness. Libra, if you've got stuff going on in your world where you're feeling shitty about it, you feel like you've done things wrong, forgive yourself. Withhold what you need for yourself. Find your personal freedom by forgiving yourself. If you've been in bad situations, okay, forgive yourself. Personal freedom. That's what we're looking for this month. Let's see what your blessing is. The Page of Coins, the intern. Learning about money and some budgeting, some good budgeting stuff happening this month. So pay attention to your money, be real about it, and the intern learns. The intern studies, they read, they do whatever it takes to get knowledge. Get knowledge about money, get knowledge about finances, and be smart. What is your challenge? Balance. Okay. Balance. And that is, in fact, temperance. Here she is. Balance and perseverance. When that's on the challenge side, balance on a Libra, your challenge is going to be staying balanced. Your challenge is not going to be getting thrown off target, thrown off course, whatever. Focus. That's going to be your best thing. And self freedom comes from self forgiveness, okay? So, personal freedom. Give yourself for anything that you need to, okay? Whoa, that was weird. Thought I dropped a card. Did not. We're going to move from Libra to Scorpio. Now let's see what Scorpios get. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I'm like, woo! Do the crazy eyes, Arwen. Do the crazy eyes. Okay. Stewardship. Fehu. Fehu is the cattle card. Stewardship. Stewardship's an interesting word because, in the Bible, we're told that we are stewards of the earth. Stewardship means taking care of, overseeing, and doing what needs to be done. All right? It's about taking care of things, Scorpio. So, today I choose to exercise stewardship in my own life. Today I choose to exercise stewardship in my own life. Today I choose to exercise stewardship in my own life. Let's see what Scorpio gets for their Tarotscopes. And then we've only got Sag and Capricorn left. Ill-gotten gain. Being a victim or a villain. 3 of coins. In books, you're either the victim or the villain, right? But the villain can be overcome by a victim who becomes a hero. Watch what you get. Watch what you want. Rein it in. You don't need every deck out there, Arwen. What was that? And I've actually been very good. I have been very good. I've looked at several decks and thought, not for me. And I post them so other people can see them, but they weren't for me. So I'm doing better. Let's see what our blessing is. Eight of Swords, imprisoned by fear. Wow, Scorpio is shaping up to be a shitty month. Sorry. Y'all know I don't believe that. Now, what's interesting here, sorry if that's buzzing. My sister's calling me. So I have a picture of my niece at about the age of 6 on here, and she's 18 this year. You think I ought to update it? Ill-gotten gain and imprisoned by fear. Worries about money. Fears about money. And this is a blessing. Weird blessing, right? It's weird unless you do realize that sometimes when we get worried about money and we really get focused on it, we see where our leaks are. We are not, where's the hole where all the money's going out? We find that. And the challenge is the Eight of Cups, the wise traveler. Interesting. An 8 against an 8. Wise traveler is the challenge. To me, that says, there's going to be a real, I just want to let go of all this. I just want to move on. I just want to go away. Not going to be able to. You're going to have to work it through, Scorpio. You're going to have to address that imprisoned by fear, that feeling of ill-gotten gain. Where is that coming from? Right? It's a lot of personal work. Again, Chiron, wounded healer. So get focused on that. Now let's look at Sagittarius and see what Sag gets. Okay, and Sagittarius gets lesson learned. It's Wunjo again. Lesson learned. That's a great one, right? Woohoo! Lesson learned. I believe that was at the very beginning, too. Lesson learned. Today, I choose to honor the lessons I've learned. Today, I choose to honor the lessons I've learned. Today, I choose to honor the lessons I've learned. Now, let's see what we get for our Tarotscopes. Experiencing pain but not wallowing in it. Experiencing pain but not wallowing in it. So that means you've known pain. I mean, anybody who's over the age of 16 has felt heart pain, right? Work on moving through the pain and not wallowing in it. And come on, it is something we all do sometimes, particularly when we get pets and praise and, oh, dear, baby. It's not good for us. So stop doing it. What's the blessing, Arwen? 10 of Wands. Bear the burden. Kid you not. Bear the burden. So it's going to be kind of a heavy moon period for you. Experience the pain, bear the burden. This does not mean hold it and don't share it. Write it down, talk it out, get professional help, do whatever you need to do. Now, what's the challenge for this great fun month? Oh, good. Trapped, desperate conditions. Dear Sagittarius, go back to bed. Trapped, desperate. If you feel like this experiencing pain and bearing the burden makes you trapped and you just can't handle it, it's desperate. Reality check. You will get through it. It will get better. Okay? Remember that. Hold on to that. Do whatever you need to do. Capricorn, you're last. Let's see what you get. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to go back to here and see if people said anything. You know. Okay, Capricorn. You get male fertility. English, it means seed, and it is upright. Male fertility. Seed, right? Plant your seed, put something out to grow. It's growth. Today, I choose to plant a seed for the future. Today, I choose to plant a seed for the future. Today, I choose to plant a seed for the future. Now, let's see what Capricorn gets for their Tarotscopes. Turn. Experiencing pain again. Capricorn and Sagittarius, please meet me in the grief counseling room. Again, experience pain, move through it, acknowledge it, and get past it. Revolutionary spirit, that's your blessing. It's the Fool. It's personal growth, revolutionary spirit. So something may revolutionize things for you. And personal growth, it ain't easy, right? But this is going to be a blessing for you. What's the challenge? Focus on others, dependence on others. Longing for friendship, community oriented. It's the Nine of Coins, and it's right between, is how I picked that out. So you're going to have to balance needing and not needing others. I know, easy, right? Thanks, Orwin. So that is our Tarotscopes for this new moon period. And after this, I will be blabbing, blah, 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 about my views on cliques and community. And y'all can bet I have a few things to say about that. Remember, if nobody else says it to you, I love you. And I really, really want you to understand that I mean that. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on. Please leave a comment and let me know you were here.